Hello everyone, it's Crafty Kris here. Today I am going to unbag a purchase I made from my favorite crafting store, Paper Crafters Workshop in Stouffville. And here is our favorite color bag. This is the Paper Crafters Workshop colors. And inside this bag we have a new kit. This kit has a snap album. It has some snap going places pieces, a large variety of different things for you to use in the album. It has a going places paper pack. You can see the front there. I'll open it up so you can have a better look. Going places foam stickers. Wow, these are really cute. And going places ephemera pack. Whoops. A sticker sheet. Wow, those are fun. And of course, instructions. So going places instructions. So we have a sticker sheet, ephemera pack. I'm just going to open this up and have a look at some of the stuff that's in here so you can get an idea. We have a couple of cool little doodads on here. I'll put this aside so we have more space. We have different things that you can use for different kinds of going places, planes, going places, tags, little oh, that's so cute. Oh, look at if you're going to London, United States. A lot of us travel to the States, so those are very fun ephemera. So now I want to look at, you can see those pretty clearly in the package. So we've got road trip, escape, relax, let's go, fun times, voyage, bon voyage, adventure, going places, happy travels, jet set. So those are cute. And on the back we have explore, wanderlust, travel, go see, do, on our way, photo op, discover. In case you weren't able to read those. Now I want to open this so we can take a look at the actual papers. Oh, this looks like fun. So just quickly go through the papers. Happy travels, double-sided cardstock. Just quickly go through the different looks of the cardstock. This so I can get it more centered. Enjoy the journey. Wow, this is really pretty stuff. I'm loving the colors of this line. Very pretty. I love these main page sort of emblems that you can use to start a section of your traveling. And then you have the card cut aparts. And then we start all over again. So this says that in this package you have 24 double-sided sheets, including 4 designer prints and 2 3x4 greeting card elements. So that looks very fun. Now let's open up this and see what we have inside here. Oh, packaging is always my biggest issue. Look inside here. Don't want to cut the actual cards, so I'm just going to make a cut along the line. There we go. Once I get in there, I'm okay. Just getting in there, that's a bit of a struggle. There we go. And this last one. I don't want to wreck the cards that are inside. There we go. I love unpacking. It's like Christmas. So let's see what we have inside here. Oh, still struggling. There we go. Okay, 3 sets of cards. We have the large 4x6 type cards, travel the world. Just give you a quick look at all of these cards. This is cute. A little bit of a 50s vibe in some of these things. Happy travels. Oh, that's so pretty. Lots of journaling boxes, which is awesome. I always forget to do the journaling, so it's good to be reminded. Soaking up some sun. Getting lost together. So a bunch of different cards with different fronts and backs. I'm going flying, journeying, traveling. I like that one actually. And let's see. More different things. So they have them both horizontal and vertical, which is very cool. So that's the larger set. And then we have a small set. Adventure awaits. Never lose your sense of wonder. Journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. So these all have cute little sayings on them. You have a bag tag, details, world traveler. Just looking very quickly through these. Oh, that's awesome. I can see a million things I could do with these little ones. I love layering and putting in tags, and now I will not forget my journaling because there's lots of journaling boxes here. Bon voyage. Oh, that's kind of cute. And let's get lost. So that's the second of the 3. And then the third pile, we have travel buddies, so location, together, who you were with, field notes, date and time, travel log. So these are other types of journaling options, which are kind of cute because they're all sort of related to travel. And then we have Mexico, China. Now the nice thing is, if you haven't traveled to these places, it's no big deal because you've got the back of the cards that you can use for layering in your product, in your final book anyway. Australia, New York. Oh, that's cute. And oh, I know where that is, San Francisco. And this probably is, it's got cactus, so maybe Arizona. Let's see, go. Let's eat. I like these kinds of journal things because they give me sort of something to go with. And then a few more different ones. There's San Francisco. Oh, they've got Canada! Canada! I'm so thrilled with that. South Africa. And again, some more journaling boxes. And photostats. Cute little collection. Took a little time with that. And then, of course, we have our album. I'm just going to open it up so we can take a look inside. And I really love the blue spine on this. It completely coordinates with the... I'm going to take this off here too. Completely coordinates with the blue on this. Awesome. Loving it. And then inside here, we have a variety of different pages in different colors and patterns, and we have dot pages and grid pages, all that lend themselves really nicely to travel albums. We have different kinds of additional sort of calendar-y type pages, and then we have 1, 2, 3 dividers and a bunch of full-size, half-size, and 3 pages of 3 in there too. So I can't wait to do this project. Now you've walked through this with me at this point, And this project is available at Paper Crafters Workshop. So if you'd like to see the final product after I've made it and gone through the instructions, keep watching and you'll see the finished product in a few seconds. Okay, so I have finished the Happy Travels album, and I want to move it out of the way, and we'll go through it page by page after I've shown you what's left of the product. It's quite interesting. There seems to be enough left of most things to be able to create another album. So what we have, and I'll just zoom in a little bit closer so that we can see some of our things. Now, this is what is left from our die cut section. So we've got very few die cut pieces left, but they certainly are worth keeping for another project. That's a travel project, and they're quite cute and funky. So that's one set of things that's left. This is what's left of the stickers. Very few things left of the stickers. So, but there's certainly enough here to continue doing a second album. And then we have 2 pieces of the pop words with a little icon that are left. Certainly can be used again. And a little suitcase for that set. And the other thing we have is quite a few pieces of paper left. You could probably do another album with just the paper that's in here. And we have quite a few of the destination tags, which are kind of tricky to work with unless you're actually going to that particular place. But the backs are awesome, and you can use those in another album as well. And then we have our different variations of our journaling cards that are still left, lots of them left. And on the back again, there's more patterns that you can use in another project. And we had one of the 4x6 left, so soaking up some fun, and that is left. So all of that was left over from the making of the Happy Travels, the Simple Stories. Let me just pan back out. There we go. The Simple Stories Going Places Travel Album Kit. So in a moment, we will go through page by page. Okay, so we're just about to do the walkthrough of the finished album. It's a beautiful album from Simple Stories. But before we do that, I just want to show you what I do with my extra bits. Now, I do a lot of traveling, so I know that I am going to use these in another album or a mini album. And so I keep them all together, and all I do is put all those little doodads that were laid out on my desk into a little package, and I just keep the whole thing together in a larger Ziploc bag, and I put it with my travel things, because I do have a separate category for travel, as I do a lot of travel scrapbooking. Alrighty, moving on. So here is our finished album. And it, like I said, is gorgeous. So this is the cover page. You do have to add your own ribbon. Ribbon is not included in it, but I had a couple of different options, but I felt the hearts were kind of, they suited me most, as I love to travel. And I'll now move into the center section of the album. Okay, so we have decor on the back of the album. You can again see my ribbon. There's nothing super tricky about this, except that you do need a lot of pop tops or dots or pop tape to keep things popped up. And basically, if you follow the instructions, it's fairly self-explanatory. So in this one, we have a photo, a 4x6 photo that goes in there, and a couple of these travel tags go in there as well. And so lots to look at, and this would be where your journaling would go. And here is a great journaling page photo here. Now, when I'm putting an album together before I do the finished album, and I don't maybe have the photos at the time, what I do is I just tape on the elements onto the photo so that I don't have to play with trying to lift the elements off a piece of paper to put my photo underneath. So I pre-plan that. Also, it's a good idea when you get the instructions to go through the instructions one time first and see all of the different sizes of photos so that you can make sure you have those ready and cut and cropped to the proper size. So again, nothing tricky on these pages. You can see here photo op obviously is just sticking on the plastic that I have now stuck onto that page. But this is such a cute, playful little album. And you do have choices of all the different insets that you use. This one is a fairly generic one. It tries not to be too specific. This might be something I might replace later on rather than the Eiffel Tower, depending on which travel I'm doing. Again, I've just stuck these things on in order to see the placement so that when I go back and get my photos now, I can cut them to the right side, and now I know what this looks like. I can put it all together. And another lovely page, and more cute pages, and this one's all sticking together. So this isn't stuck down, but it is a photo underneath, actually two photos. So this will be taped across the top, and it will open up, and you will have a photo at the top and a photo at the bottom. But because I haven't got the photos yet, I can't make that permanent, but that will be a little flip flap. This is again photos here with an area for journaling, or you could even add more photos if you like. It's a half page, and again you could do some journaling for what's going on here. And this is a short page as well. Photo, fairly explanatory. Again, this is another one of those flips. So you have your photos inside, and then you would have it stuck down with tape. So when it asks you for adhesive tape, it is specifically looking for three kinds of tape. The regular two-sided tape, a regular just roller, and pop dots. So that would be important to know in advance. And again, turning the pages, lots of decorative elements, lots of photos, lots of places to write your story. And then this is another little pocket. It uses the paper really well. So there's still paper left to use, but it's all been really condensed into this one album. Again, two photos and tags, and all of these things come out. And this is another photo in the background. I forgot to write that. And you would have your elements stuck on your photo, so you'd have to plan ahead for that. Photos, again, remembering that part of the photo is going to be covered. And more photos, more journaling photos. So the key is to, when you get the instructions, look at the pages and make sure when you go to develop your photos that you've got them cropped in a way that will allow for these little pieces that are added to the top of the photo. And another photo here, and this is a small pocket as well. So little bits of information about the trip can go on here. Again, you need to supply your own twine. I had some orange twine. I just happened to have some orange twine, so I included it on that page, and it goes very well. This is a 5x7 photo, and a few more little dibs and dabs of things. 5x6 photo. And then this is a piece of white paper. You're asked to get one piece of white paper at the beginning, and I almost believed that it wasn't going to be used, but near the end it did get used for mounting the adventure tag mat on top. And again, a couple of more pages, photo, areas to write. And you can pick and choose these. and then your last photo. Okay, and they are so cute. I hope that I've been able to give you at least some idea of how this little album looks when it's finished. It's been a fun little project. It took me about 6 hours to complete from beginning to end. I'm sure if you have a little bit more information, like having your photos ready, um, making sure that you have the proper adhesive and you have your little bits of twine and your little bits of ribbon and don't have to go looking for it, you could probably get it done in that amount of time yourself. Just before I go, there would be one thing that I would add to this album. There's a lot of 3D elements, but I don't have any sparkle in here. And I'm a big glitter fan, so I would likely use either some kind of glossy accent or um, glitter glue to highlight some of the wording and some of the images in the album. So that would be something that I would add at the end when everything is all in there. If you would like to purchase this album kit, please go to www.craftersworkshop.ca and you will find it online there. Or you can contact them at their email address, which is info@craftersworkshop.ca.